And good morning to everyone. I am running extremely late this morning due to the backup of the backup of the backup internet service was out. And a big thank you to someone who was on vacation who helped me over the phone fix my issue. Boy, oh boy. Still without power in most parts of the Meridian Kemper area. UMEPA has been working hard. And that's what happened on my end. Comcast went down with the power, and then the backup internet service lost power. I was able to restore that, so that's what we're working on this morning. So a little bit of good news there. I know there's a lot of folks that slept in the dark last night, and no fun at all doing that. It's rough on everybody. The power crews are working as hard as they can to get everything restored this morning as we wake up with this. Now, last night when we went to bed, we were at roughly a little over 10,000 on 10,000 people on EMEPA without power. Now we're cut that number down, and let's pull this up where you can take a look at this morning. We are down now to 5,883 people on EMEPA. So that part's good. We've moved ahead with that. Now let's look at the county breakdowns of what we've got with this. And again, things are working just a tad bit slower than they normally do due to the usage and how everything works during these storms. Kemper County, if you will remember, was somewhere around 2,600. It's down to 717 people. That is good. One person in Winston County. Lauderdale County, where we had such a huge number, is down to 4,477 now. As we look at this, great news on all of this. 218 people without power in Clark and 416 in Newton County, and all of this is on EMEPA. Now, let's switch. They've done a tremendous job. They've cut the number exactly in half. Now, let's go to the state. Mississippi, if you will remember, as a statewide, we were up to almost 22,000 when we went to bed last night. We wake up this morning, and that number is at about half, at 9,600 at this point. All right, this is loading. And again, like I said, things are a little bit slower when we have to use this subject here. Backup internet. We're at 715 Kemper County wide, and Lauderdale County, 4,477 is the number that we've got that are out of power in Lauderdale County. As we zip over into Newton, 464. Everybody is back up in Neshoba County. That is great. As we go to Clark County, 236, 21 in Jasper County, 1 in Scott County, Leake, Winston County has 1 person, and let's look at Noxubee County has 0. So things have really shaped up, and this is that last leg of the storm. We got hit here, and then there was another storm that came down and went right through here. Atala County, 217 over to Holmes, about 195, and 2,000 roughly in Madison County is those shifted off to the west and missed us on that first round. Now, again, as we keep watching how this stuff works, if you remember when we started out, it was just heavy rain yesterday in Kemper County as it came out of Alabama. And then the further it went into Kemper County, we started seeing that it started getting wind shears. And, I'll pull up a picture of this when we get everything back up and these wind shears. Whenever we start, it just makes me realize every time that we do more and more weather, the way things have worked this year, when we start seeing wind shears, usually the past 3 storms, we've had major power outages when we start seeing that. So that's just a thought moving forward when we're doing radar and we start seeing those swirls of 58, 60 mile an hour shear winds. Be ready. Most likely we're going to lose power. And yet again, we did this time. I'm still running on backup generator at this point. All things working though. Under the current situation, it's kind of rough out there, but it's getting along. We cannot thank enough of the power companies that's been out, and just the average Joes that have been out with power saws, working and cutting. They've worked tirelessly into the night. They're going to be doing more of that today. We'll try to talk to some of the road crews today to find out where we are what to expect, how long it is. And by all means, if you're leaving for work this morning, you haven't traveled, drive extremely slow. You never know what's going to be around the next curve that you come to, and there's a power line or a tree in the middle of the road, and you can't stop with the street still slick, because it's still slick out there. So be extra careful this morning, no matter where you go. I know tensions are high as well when we go without power. Makes everybody a little bit testier. So, well, just have an extra smile. Be patient. At the end of the day, we're without power for a little while. In the big scheme of life, that's okay. We're all going to make it. Just keep that in mind as you go. We'll speak with Julie Bowles a little bit later on this morning as she has time to wake up and get stirring. We'll be talking to EMEPA. So after they get their plan of where they're going, we'll call them and have them on the air with us to talk more about this. Join us beginning at 8. We'll be on television this morning, kicking things off. I think I've got everything working well enough to go there. Let's say a few good mornings, and then we'll get into the forecast of what we've got. Good morning to Terry Ray. Also, Chris Walker is watching. Thank you. Also, Beverly Daniel and Beverly Pilgrim. Thank y'all. Let's see here. Shine Pogue, how are you today? Let's see. Good morning from Northeast High School at football practice. Already? It is not even 7 and y'all are at it. Woo, boy. Good luck with that. Hope you brought some Gatorade for everybody. That's quite early for that. Let's see. Good morning. Chris Walker, pray for Collinsville and the EPA men. EPA men. That's right. Keep this. A lot of these guys hadn't had much sleep. Now, also, as we bring up EMEPA, as Julie said, they have additional crews that are coming into Meridian. It's like the cavalry is on the way this morning. They got a hold of them last night. As soon as the storm hit, they're on the way. That is good news. As we go down through here, good morning to Janice Bounds, also Sandy Cruz. Morning. Huge thank you for being here while the power was out. Always, if we can be here and keep going. Let's see. Good morning to Miss Kathy Jenkins. Good morning. Thank you for keeping us informed. Also, Miss Kathleen Lynn. Good morning. Thank you for the updates, along with Ruth Key. Good morning. Thankful for my house is standing but missing shingles and vinyl siding. And also, good morning from Pam Grice. And again, if you've got damage, we'd love to see pictures. Share them with us on the page or inbox me, anything like that, and we'll be glad to get that on. Good morning, Miss Kyla Moore from Scuba. Hope you're doing great today also. Let's look at what we've got forecast-wise this morning, brought to you by these good folks here.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Okay, as we turn our thoughts, record highs, record lows on this date, it was 103 back in 1963 on this date. Thank heavens that we don't have that, but be ready. We got some excessive heat coming. Today's record low was set back in 95. It really doesn't seem that long ago. For the first time in my life, I flew to Los Angeles, California in 1995. I'll never forget it. Landed there, and I saw things that I didn't know existed in this world. Still shakes me up when I go back and think about that. It was a record low of 55 set back in 1995. As we move forward, what is the forecast for today? We have a slight chance of showers, about a 30% chance. Look at those temperatures, 95. It's going to be rough without air conditioning in a lot of places, and we know that. Be careful with your generators as this comes about. As we look at Alabama, and we cross here in Demopolis, 94 over to Birmingham, 93. Right here on that state line now, York, Alabama, Livingston, y'all are going to be right at that 95-degree mark with Meridian. So no change on that. So keep that in mind. This is what we have the areas of concern today. You have no power. This makes tensions testy. We all know that when you get hot, and it's going to be rough. The Meridian area, including Philadelphia up through Winston, Louisville, up to Columbus, is going to be a level 1 when it comes to heat stress. And what that means is about 105 on the heat index side. We've got a temperature of 95, heat index of about 105. As we move toward Jackson, Laurel, between 106 to 110 on the heat index side. So extremely warm. And it will make tensions kind of rough there, so keep it in mind. Our 7-day, as we look at this of what's happening with the National Hurricane Center, be ready for this. This is developing. There is a 50% chance, this is in the Gulf at this point, 50% chance that this will turn into at least a tropical storm. I've seen many paths of many guesses. It will be Father's Day weekend, most likely, when this makes its way when it comes ashore. And we're looking probably somewhere here in Louisiana. wherever this storm decides to come in, whether it's a big rainstorm or not, it's going to be heavy, heavy rain on the eastern side of wherever it comes ashore. That has been the main focus of what's becoming with this. This most likely will not be a hurricane, but a tropical storm, and as if we do not need any more winds and rain. We're watching it. We can't guarantee where this is going. We're going to watch this very closely as it comes about. We've got something forming here in the Atlantic as well, a 50% chance on this one as well. This is our concern right here. Where will this go? Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, all things to this point somewhere around here in Louisiana, and heavy rain on that right side, the east side of it towards the Mississippi-Alabama line. We'll watch and let you know as that develops. As we look at this, temperatures are going to be kind of normal for the next little bit. What that means is it's hot. Yeah, we've got more hot weather out to the west, but over the next 10 days, it'll be normally just our normal flat-out hot. As we look at our temps here for the next 10 days, we've got that 94 to 95 today, a 30% chance of showers, and then we're out of the rain for a few days here. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at least. 89, 91 is going to be in that 90-degree mark with heat indexes warm. As we get into the weekend, we get that slight chance on Friday night, and then by the weekend, we start seeing whatever is most likely going to be coming with this storm that is out in the Gulf over Father's Day weekend. Right now, they're predicting 40%, 50% on Sunday. Again, a lot to learn about this before it gets here. We'll watch it carefully. Join me back here in just a little bit. I've got to pick up my pace to get everything ready to be ready for the 8 o'clock show. That'll be beginning at 8. Join me and Candace as we'll go live here at Facebook, on YouTube, and then we'll also be on Twitch and then live on television on MeTV here at Meridian. Thank y'all so much for joining us this morning. Phil Garrison, morning to you. Also, Helen Daniel, good morning. Teresa Breedlove, how are you? Good morning. Bree Packer, she said she hopes everybody has a blessed day, and we do. Miss Joyce Snowden Godwin joins us as well. So that's where we are. A lot of folks without power. It's going to be some ladies that don't get to do their hair the way they normally do. Maybe don't have the makeup as touched up as they normally do due to the fact it's dark in a lot of homes there. We're working on all this, trying to get this back. We'll be in touch with the MEPA here in a little bit and let you know what's going on. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll be back in just about an hour here with a live update with everything that's going on. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by